Welcome back, brothers and sisters of Christ. My name is Brianna, and I'm back with another video. And for today's video is God will do what he said he will do. So this is an encouragement video, because on this walk we can get weary in doing good, and we need encouragement, okay? And we need reminders of the God that we serve and what God says, so it will motivate us to keep going. And see, I consider my faith strong, but even I have moments where I'm like, God, I'm tired, and I'm just like, God, when? And I'm like, God, you said, you know what I'm saying? And most days I'm operating in faith, but other days I'm fighting what God showed me versus what it looks like in the moment. And the Lord has given me so many ideas. He has given me so many dreams of things that seem out of touch and out of reach from me. They seem too far. They seem unrealistic. But he had to remind me that he's not downloading these things in my spirit for no reason. If he gave me the vision, then that means that it will take place. It will happen. And that goes for you as well. When the Lord gives you a vision, that means it's going to take place. And recently, you know, my fiance and I fasted. And the Lord woke me up at 5 a.m. with this idea that was very, very detailed. And I'm laying there, and he's telling me to write it down. Man, y'all, it's 5 in the morning, child. I'm tired, and I almost went back to sleep. And I'm like, God, I'll write it down when I get up. But if you know what you know, what you know, when God tells you to write something down, you got to do it right then in that moment when he says so. So the word, everything is fresh in your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason that he's telling you to write it down when he's telling you to write it down. As you know, the Lord speaks to us in wee hours of the morning all the time. So I wrote it all down. The note was very long. He had me write so much down. And at this point, I'm wide awake, and I couldn't even go back to sleep because I'm in shock about this idea. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that seems so out of reach, and it doesn't seem attainable. It seems too big. And although, you know, I don't know when this is going to come to pass. It may be years, who knows? But it was something pretty big that the Lord had me write down. And mind y'all, I said he gave me this information during a fast. You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact that it was from him. First of all, I was fasting. It was early in the morning. He woke me up. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was excited about it. You know that's God talking. You know what I'm saying? Do not doubt that. That is God. But the interesting thing is that this is not something that I asked for. And this is not something that I prayed about in general. When we fasted, I was fasting for spiritual strength and spiritual breakthrough and spiritual reset and focus. Like, I didn't ask God for nothing during that fast, but for him to restore me spiritually. Because I had been feeling off spiritually. I needed a boost. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he decided to give me an idea that I didn't ask for, and it was just something like big. And I'm saying all of this to say, if he gave you a dream, if he gave you a vision, if he told you to write it down, he woke you up in wee hours of the morning, he gave you something during a fast, baby, if you feel it in your spirit, if he personally spoke to you regarding something, oh, baby, best believe it will happen. It's going to happen. God is not sitting here having us do these things for no reason, writing stuff down and waking us up. He's not doing this stuff for fun. He's doing this because it is going to come to pass. Even if it's not a dream, but just things that you need in life, he's going to do it. God will do it, baby. And I journaled the other day to the Lord, which I hadn't done in a while. And when I get overwhelmed, sometimes I don't even know what to say. I be tired. And I just don't feel like talking. So I end up writing down my thoughts, and I end up journaling and just expressing my feelings to the Lord on paper. And I wrote down all my concerns, some of which he already has spoke with me about and told me that he's going to work out. And he had to remind me, what did I say? Excuse me, y'all. I always be having, y'all. And he had to remind me, like, what did I say? You know what I'm saying? We already spoke about these things. I'm going to do what I said that I'm going to do. And I remember the next day I woke up and I'm like, you know what? You're right. I went in my prayer closet and I prayed about every single thing that I wrote down, and I released it to the Lord. But I said, Lord, I'm surrendering it to you. And I am going to walk away at peace and knowing that this will be taken care of and that you're going to do what you said you're going to do. I felt peace after that prayer. And I felt in my spirit that every single thing will get taken care of. And some of these very things, and this was literally just this past week, some of those things has already been handled and already been addressed. And this was literally just a few days ago. That's how fast the Lord moves on our behalf. You know what I'm saying? See, God is not a liar. He is not a God that he shall lie. He cannot lie. So we have to hold on to what he told us, because when he says something, best believe he's going to do it. It will happen. It will happen. And just knowing that alone, we should always be at peace. Knowing that we serve a God that's going to do what he said he's going to do. No matter how out of touch, how unrealistic it seemed, how out of reach it seemed, how too big it seemed, he's going to do it. And I had to remind myself of this. He had to remind me this. And I was just telling my fiance the other day how we literally have no reason to worry. I'm talking about zero. Because every single issue that we have, the Lord has resolved instantly. And I have watched and witnessed scripture become reality in our lives. And I was telling my fiance, like, we're literally, the things that he said in his word that he is going to do, we're witnessing it happen in our lives. Those of us that truly walk with the Lord are literally witnessing that what God says he will do for us in his word, he is doing. That has become our reality. And when I was writing this topic, the Lord reminded me of a song that I've been listening to almost every day for the past few weeks. And it's called Victory by Brenda Waters. I don't know how I found this song, but I recently found this song and I've been addicted. And it's so funny because the Lord, it's like certain seasons that I go through. It's certain songs that just stick to me in that season and it just gives me strength. But the lyrics say, I don't know how God's going to do it. I don't know when he's going to fix it, but I only know God's going to make a way for me. And that's how it is. We don't know how God's going to do it. We don't know when he's going to do it, but we know he's going to fix it and we know he's going to make a way. And then it goes on to say, he never told me how he's going to do it. He never told me just how he's going to fix it, but I know he's going to make a way for me out of no way. I know he's going to do it. And I'm just like, because it's just, I'm in one of them seasons where it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? we're getting married this summer. There's other things that the Lord has put on me. And I'm like, Lord, how are we going to do all these things? And he's just saying, you don't got to worry about it. You just bring it to me and I'm going to handle it. And you just trust that I'm going to handle it. You ain't got to handle it. I'm going to handle it. All you got to do is trust that I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. And we don't got to know when. And we don't got to know how. But the only thing that we have to know is that the Lord is going to do it. And that he's going to fix it. And she went on to say in the song that I'm dependent on him. He's faithful. He's dependable. I lean on him. And it said, you ought to try the Lord. Listen to me. I love that song so bad because she sang and expressing everything that I feel. I'm dependent on him. He's faithful. He's dependable. I lean on him. You know what I'm saying? And that song has encouraged me so much. So he's going to do it. And you have to remind yourself of this. And walk around with the confidence and knowing that he is going to do just what he said he's going to do, because he is. Continue to walk in obedience and continue to be faithful. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell you he's going to do it, then leave you hanging. He doesn't do that. That's not the God we serve. When has God ever left you hanging? He didn't give you that dream or that vision to play with your mind. But it's because he's giving you insight, okay? And he's giving you a glimpse of your future. That's him reassuring you. And that's him showing you what will be yours. That's him showing you the plans that he has for you. That's God motivating you. Like, look what you're working towards. This is not all for nothing. Look what you're working towards. When he gives us these dreams and when he gives us these visions, it's not for nothing. It's not for nothing. Nothing that God does is in vain. Nothing that God does or tells us to do is for nothing. And that alone should keep you going. That alone should keep you going, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and nothing that we do is in vain. Nothing that we do is for nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to do everything that he said he's going to do, everything that you're praying about it, to his people that are faithful to him. And that's the thing, like, when you're faithful to the Lord, you just got to know what you know. You just got to know that the Lord is coming through. You know what I'm saying? Because he says so many things in his word that he hears when the righteous cry out. He answers them. He's attentive to them in their prayers. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, I love the Lord. I love the Lord. So we got Habakkuk. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but you know, chapter 2, verse 2 to 3. And I love this verse. And it's so funny because this verse has stuck with me since the beginning, because I'm a writer. I write things down a lot. I journal a lot. So, you know, before I even started YouTube, this was the verse that I leaned on. And it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision down and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Write the vision and make it plain. The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Listen to me. That's what I'm saying. When the Lord has you write things down, it's for a reason. And it doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It could, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. But it means that it's going to happen. And see, that's the thing that we have to remember and understand. When the Lord shows us things and tells us he's going to do something, we don't always know the time, as we know that. But because the Lord told us that he's going to do it, and because the Lord showed it to us, we know that it's going to happen. And that's the only thing that matters, is that what he said he's going to do it. We don't need to know when. We don't need to know how. But understand that he's going to do it. Understand he's going to fix it. Understand that dream is going to come to pass. So I hold everything near and dear to my heart, because I know the Lord's voice. And I know what the Lord said to me. And I've watched multiple times in my life the Lord say something to me, and it comes to pass, and it comes to pass, and it comes to pass. So why get weary? Why doubt? We witness so many times that the Lord does everything that he said he's going to do, and we still doubt. We have to stop doing that, because the Lord is faithful, and it's coming to pass. Oh, it's coming to pass. Hey, God, it's coming to pass. Oh, I'm getting excited, because he's dropping some things in our spirits. He's having us writing some things down. He's speaking to us about some things. And we watched things come to pass in our life before, and bigger things are going to come to pass, because the Lord said that he's going to do it, and it will be done. It will be done. So if this word is not for you, it's for somebody else. Remember, I'm telling y'all this because I love y'all. God bless.